These are our shores and these our woods, the cool springtime woods of Alaska. Break-up time, that uncertain time on the brink of May, is behind us now. But ere it's gone forever and a day, we'll take a walk into the waiting woods, while the hollows still gurgle with the rivulets of melted snow from the higher boglands. A happy, pathless, peaceful walk it is. View uncluttered, progress unhampered by the tall grass and the lush growth of a later season in which you duck the low-hanging branches and skirt the Devil's Club. New moss shines brilliant green. Some fiddleheads of fern start to unfurl from the decaying leaf mold of the forest floor. Like the moose and like the bear, you too are a creature of the woods, feeling at home in it and quite safe. The only sounds are the whispers of the wind in the treetops, the distant staccato of the woodpecker, the crackle of a dry twig as it breaks under your tread, and always the soggy sound of the sponge-wet ground as you wend your pathless way. No cheerily bird is singing for you yet, nor the trill three-toned of the Northland sparrow fill your heart with a thrill. But when you hear them soon, you'll know that spring is here at last and summer not far behind. Already on the southern slope an intangible smell is in the air. It emanates from the thick bed of spruce needles, still sun-drenched from yesterday and a countless other yesterdays under the ancient gnarled trees. As the healthy odor tantalizes your memory, the perfume of the linnea, still several weeks away, blends in with it. The mind's eye adds a delicate color, viridescently white, and to it also the vibrant blue of the violet that usually grows, only you know where, nearby at the edge of the glade. Breathing in deeply of the cleansing air in the rush of the wind, you are enveloped with a sense of nostalgia. Is it for something you have lost so long ago in the distant past? For an undescribable gladness you never knew existed? You know how you belong to this earth, and ye are a stranger to it. Like the mysterious, interwoven living net beneath the visible ground, manifesting itself in growth everywhere, so you see the intricate relationships between the destiny of men, sorrows and joys, birth and death on this planet. For one tiny moment, one everlasting instant, you're part of the never was and always is. Never want to return home empty-handed from a walk. We pick a few fern, freed from the fuzz. They will add a woodland taste when tossed with a salad for the evening meal. And the balm of Gilead twigs will spring glistening leaves ere the foliage is out on the mother tree down by the creek. Moist with honeyed balm, they remind us to go back once more to the pathless time in damp and tranquil woods. For they are like no other woods in the whole wide world, these woods on the shores of Alaska. This is Ruth Kilcher, taping yet another shoreline for Margaret Mielke. This one is entitled, July in Alaska is like a Stefan George poem. It is July. Elders are swaying into the open windows, wasps are swaying with them, drowsy in the song of noon. Surging trails lead to emerald ponds where grass and vines and leaves are rocked in tangled sheaves, trails to clear cold streams that plunge steeply between the boulders on which the mosses drip, trails to the deepest woods, the great silence of the noon hush. Hear how easy it is to fall asleep. There is nothing to disturb the slumber. You sleep beneath a gentle tremor of arched treetops, beside the dapple-fledged spurred cups of woodland flowers, hedged in by velvet-crested, overleaning fern. Sweet slumber made sweeter by the delicate scent of the twin flower, the fragrance of the pyrola, wild lilies of the valley. It is July. Forests in these Edens flow into fields of blossom snow, said Stefan George the poet. And though he was bemused by a different landscape in a different part of the world, much of his poetry could apply to Alaska. He would have loved the vividness, the freshness and sparkle, the untamed wilderness and epic dimensions of our north. Here, too, the meadows of summer are aglow with blossoms. It is the time for a dazzling white Alaskan cotton. Time for thousands upon thousands of dandelion lanterns. They brighten the green fields, cover them with a cloud-light, feathery white flurry. Soon now the sickle blade will mow them down along with the grass on the haylands. Mow them before the wind even has had a chance to lift their seed, set it adrift and float it lazily through the summer haze. It is July. Abundance of green everywhere, broken by the generous tall pushki, offering its wide round umbels to the sun and the sky, by the graceful thrust of the elegant spirea, by the lavender purple and blue of delphinium, larkspur and lupines, green enhanced by shades of yellow along wet ditches and gullies, innocent face of monkey flowers, beguiling golden touch of touch-me-nots. The blush of the rose is spreading on the summer slopes. Now and then one burns brighter and with a greater intensity than the rest. Now and then one reaches up, tempting scarlet from the forbidden chasm of an unreachable gorge. July is a strong, thriving month. A garden where red poppies scatter petals carelessly, joyously. A landscape that could be Stefan George's Forest of Eden, in which beaks of slender cranes are curling ponds that fish have streaked with glamour. Rows of birds in tarnished hues from the crooked ridges clamor, and the golden reeds are purling. Woodland magic. I lingered much too long, beguiled by a lilt of melodies, so sweet, so wild. At last I broke away, forsook the magic woods without one backward look. But pipes of Pan keep sounding through my dreams. They haunt me as I walk the frozen lakes and streams. I know before the season's gone I'll heed the heedless strain, dance to the piper's tune once more and his refrain. I know before the year is out I must be heading back, and where I go no man or beast can find the lonely track. I hear the woodland drum's compelling beat, the vibrant lilt of melodies so wild, so sweet. Now is forever, whispered the winter wind. The waiting willows tremble under its caress, their silver sheen of velvet hidden in the bud. Now is forever, whispered the wandering wind. The frozen creek heaves with a crackling sigh. Deep below, unceasing waters murmur. Now is forever, whispered the wanton wind. Entranced two lovers listen to the rising tune, their destiny a thought in the mind of God. Streaks of sun slant suddenly through somber mien of spruce. God is smiling, smiling. Some of those dew-stained, seed-strewn droppings look dangerously fresh, and if they are steaming still, it might be best to beat a hasty, clamorous retreat. This is the time when days dissolve